everyone, welcome back to Heather's Crafty Classroom. I am trying to finish up the last few things on my best friend's 50th birthday album. So let's just dive right in. The first thing we're going to do is the back cover. We're going to make like a envelope that just kind of opens up, and I thought she could put her cards in it. So I got everything all ready. I'm trying to get this all done. So we're going to put this paper on the background. And then I have all these little pieces over here that I've already cut. So let's start with this one. This piece measures 7.5 by 8, and I scored it at 1/2 inch and then 3/4 of an inch. And we're gonna fold, and if I can find my bone folder, we're gonna burnish on both of those. Okay. And we're gonna miter the edge, the first edge, not the 1/4 inch, just the 1/2 inch. If I can see it. I have such a huge mess. I've been working on this, trying to get this book done like crazy. All right, so then what I'm going to do to tack this down so I have it in the right place is I'm going to attach this to this, and then I will attach the whole thing to the album. So it's just a smidge smaller, so I'm just going to leave a little edge, and I'm just going to glue this. Okay. And I'm just going to put some glue. I'm going to adhere it really good later. This is just to get the alignment right, I guess. So I'm just attaching these two pieces. So I'm going to attach this one about 1/8 of an inch away from the fold and centered, because the star paper here is just a little bit smaller. And then it's going to close up like this. Okay. So we're going to do the same thing with the top piece. The top piece, so it's like a fold, like an envelope almost. The top piece is 5.5 by 8. I'm going to do the same thing. I'm going to fold these lines and burnish. So that's the 3/4 inch, and then the 1/2 inch right here. I'm going to miter just up to that 1/2 inch, not the 3/4 one. You want that one to look straight. And I'm going to do the same thing. I'm just going to add a little bit of glue on the inside just to attach it a little bit to that background paper. Just so it lines it up. That's really the only reason. You want to make sure these two pieces line up. I have such a mess, you guys. My best friend is going to really, really appreciate it. Okay. So see, I want to make sure these are going to be lined up. And they're not going to be cattywampus. Let's see. Nope. Nope. It didn't stay because I don't have that much glue, because I'm just trying to tack it down for a minute. Okay. And I just want to glue this down just a smidge, a little away from the fold, centered, and it's not working out. Come on. That's because I'm in a hurry and things always go a little disastrous. Oh, look at that. Perfect. So these two pieces line up perfectly. So now I have those adhered. So now I'm going to flip this over and I'm going to put glue on this. And I'm going to use a little bit of score tape just because it's going to take a lot of movement. Whenever things have movement, I try to score tape it down and use regular adhesive. So this, I'm going to put the score tape right on both of those, right on the seams. And then I'll put clear tape or art glitter glue everywhere. Okay, I hear it. Where's my knife? Here's my knife. All right, everybody, I'm almost done with this book. I feel like I've been working on it forever. Forever. That's what happens when you have technical problems and problems at your house, like water leaks. So glad, almost still living on cement, but in part of my house. But at least I'm not in the hotel anymore. That is a plus. That was really sucky. All right, so I'm gonna glue this all the way around. I'm gonna do these top pieces because I don't have any adhesive at the edges. And then these. Okay. And then the smaller flap is at the top, bigger one at the bottom. And right about there. I'm going to open this up so I can press this down because this is really what I glued. Awesome. Messed up. Don't tell anybody. Man, hate when I mess up. That's okay. We'll figure it out. All right, we need some magnets. Trusty, dusty magnet. I'm going to use some big ones I have over here. 1, 2, 3, 4. My little bin of magnets. I'm going to put 2 magnets here and then 2 down here. So I'm going to start with up here, and then the bottom ones will be in, you'll see. So up here, I'm going to put one here. I'm going to put some score tape over it. We'll have one here, about the same spot, and some score tape over it. And then I'm going to put these on here. And I just put a little glue on them. That way when I fold it over, I know where they're going to go. That's the only reason for the glue. So when I fold them over, I want to make sure that this gusset down here, the gusset down here is straight up and down, the 1/4 inch. I don't want it folded. And the same thing with the one up here. I want to make sure it's up and down. And I'm going to, looks like right there. All right. So now I'm going to see it made a spot for the glue. That's where I'm just going to put them now. It's kind of like a cheater way of knowing where to put it. But you know what? It works. And then I'm going to put score tape on those to hold those down. Okay. So now we have that. My favorite sound. Okay, so now I was supposed to leave this open to put the side pieces, which measure 3 by 6. And they have that same little gusset. So let's go ahead and score them right here so you can kind of see what I'm doing. And the second one, 1/2 inch and 3/4 inch. So we have that same little 1/4 inch gusset. Can you see that? So that way we have this pocket has some space for, I was thinking that if she kept her cards, which she does, this would be a good place for that because I don't really have anything to put in here. I just thought it would be a cute thing to add. So there. Okay. So what I'm going to do, because I didn't leave this open to put these in, I'm going to put them and then we'll just make a little border down the side. We will cut some paper with a border strip. It'll be fine. It'll look like I was meant to do it. That's my goal, right? Always look like I meant to do it, even though it was probably a mistake. All right. So I'm going to put some adhesive on both of these so we can get them on the book. And I have a hot mess, but that's okay. I'm going to add a little glue to these. Like I said, these are taking some movement. So I'm going to put these on the sides about the middle. Right about there. Okay. I'll cover it up, I promise. You won't see it. You won't know that it was supposed to be a mistake. That's the good part. Okay, so I'm going to fold it back so I have the 1/2 inch or the 1/4 inch on top. Move this down a little bit. Right there. Okay. So now it's going to be a cute little pocket. All right, let me cut something because I have everything else cut, but I don't have those edges pieces because I wasn't planning on making a mistake, but it's all good. Let's see, let's find a pretty piece of paper. I think I need something yellow or gold. How about this? This is really pretty. So I'm just going to cut that. The inside of that is, how big did I? My ruler. My ruler's buried. It is 7 and 7/8. Man, you should see my mess. Okay, 7 and 7/8 really fast. And then really fast. So it's 7 and 7/8. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna get my all-time favorite paper edger. This is it. It's super old. EK Success. I'm gonna pinch. I'm gonna pinch both sides. Going down each side. And then I'm going to cut this down so I have strips. It's just a lot easier to do when it's bigger. Scissors, scissors, where are you? Seriously, have the biggest mess in the world. Oh, here, way over here. I have a couple little boo-boos. Couple little boo-boos. All right, I'm gonna flip it over, do the other side. Oh, I messed up. I left a place in the middle. Let's see, right there. Perfect. I got to hang out with my best friend yesterday. Spur of the moment, totally was an awesome day. We had such a good time. All right, so now I'm gonna trim this down to maybe 3/4 of an inch. And now I'm gonna put this here and look at that. It was meant to be. And let me cut this one 3/4 of an inch. And it looks like it was supposed to be there. It looks like curtains or something. All right, my girlfriend calls it punch poop. I hate that. My punch mess. Okay. And we're just going to glue these down. A little glue. I gotta buy more glue. I am almost out. And we're going to attach it. I love this paper. This was like one of my favorite papers. Beautiful. Hiding my mistake. Who says there's a mistake? I don't know any mistake. Nope. No mistakes here. All covered up like it was done on purpose. Isn't that awesome? Paper is so forgiving. Okay. So now inside here, I planned on doing this paper a little wild. Should I do this paper? Kind of like this one better. All right, cool. Change of plans. I like it. Easy. Because of that gold now, this black and white didn't look right to me. So we're going to put this down. And like, I'm not putting anything in this pocket. This is all on her. She can put memorabilia from the party, which I don't know what there is. And she could put cards from her birthday, the dinner receipt that she had, her and her hubby. Oh, I just did the wrong side. Dang it. Where's the wipey? Her and her hubby went out to dinner. They could put anything from there. Saved by a wipey. I'm thinking cards though. That's why I made it kind of thick. So she could put cards in here. That was my thought. But like I said, she could do whatever. So I'm glad I caught that so fast. Baby wipes. Baby wipes have just enough moisture to help, but not enough to damage paper. I keep them in my craft room. Huggies, baby wipes. My husband's always laughing at me because I have baby wipes when I go to the store. I'm like, yeah, I use baby wipes a lot. Okay. Then these two. Oh, this actually kind of works because I cut these to put here. So that works out. So, yeah. Oh, come on, glue. Come on, glue. Don't run out. Let me finish this book and place an order on Amazon. So this book, after this, I have the inside cover we're going to do real quick, and then the back cover. And in this book, we're going to call Done. If you really want to walk through the whole thing, I can do that. I got to figure out how to cover up everybody's photos. Privacy. I don't want everybody's faces to be on camera. I don't know them. Like I said, they're not my friends. I know them, but they're not my friends. They're hers. So we'll see what I can figure out. Okay. These ones I cut out for the front of these little flaps. This is one of those papers I got off Etsy and printed at home by myself. I have a big printer that prints paper 12 by 12. And it's a lot of fun to print your own paper. I'm trying to get my mom, because she likes to draw or paint. I'm like, why don't you make me some motifs for Halloween and we can make it into paper? But she's dragging her feet. Come on, Ma. Just kidding. All right, so now this one and this one. All right, so this one is my other favorite paper. Okay, I gotta go make dinner too. Put some on here, put some over here, and we're gonna put it all over this. Hold this one down really well. And we're gonna adhere it right here. Okay. And then down here, we have this one. So we have kind of the matchy bubbles, confetti, whatever you want to call it. So I do have a couple things to add here. I have a picture of her. And I was going to put these both. I have this. This is a cut apart from Paige Evans, and it is just a cut file, and then I backed it with all the scraps of paper I have. So it's a lot of fun to do. I do these a lot. I think they're very cool. And then I have this picture of her that you can't see because I put a Post-it note over it to decorate it. So we need a black photo mat for her. So that paper, her picture, sorry, is 4 by 6. I didn't trim it, so I'm just going to cut a paper down to 4 1/4 by 6 1/4. So her picture has a nice mat, like so. Perfect. And this will be like a flap for her to open this little envelope doohickey. Okay. And then here, I need some adhesive. Let's see, where am I going to put the score tape? Right about there. Score tape is your best friend. Score tape. Well, where's my knife? Anybody see it? Here it is. Ow! Just pooped myself. Okay. Okay. And some liquid adhesive too. And I'm gonna glue this down here. So when we open it, that comes up with it. It looks crooked on this side. It is crooked. Just a smidge. Whew, crisis averted. Now this one I'm going to put here, but can you see how it's going to hang off? And then it's going to look really ugly that side. So to cover that up, it looks like I just need from the bottom of the A down. So I'm going to find a scratch piece of paper. I want a thin piece of scratch paper. Hold on, here's a scratch thin piece. So I'm just going to do like this. Can you see what I'm doing? I'm just going to attach that on there and then cut around it. Because the rest of this doesn't need to be covered. Okay. So just right above the A, and I'm going to glue it really good. All the way across that bottom little lip. Okay. Good job, Kev. Let's try that again. See what happens when I'm in a hurry. And I'm just going to cut this. I'm going to fussy cut it. Be right back. Let me fussy cut this out. All right, so I did that. I cut it all out. Oh, I left a little piece. So let me cut that. Just didn't see that till right now. In between the A and the T, 2 little cuts. Almost. Okay. And I'm going to glue this one up here just like so. And just because it's not going to take a lot of the effort, I'm just going to use the white glue. Okay. So I'm going to use a lot though, so it doesn't move. Okay. It's clogging up on me. I'm so sorry. I don't know where my needle is. Oh, here. Man, I have such a mess. Such a mess. Okay, I'm going to glue this up here as far as I can to the top. Just a little edge. This one doesn't have any glue. Okay. All right. So then, yes, pictures over here. Nope. All right. So this is gonna just be one of my favorite papers. It's just gonna be this one glued down, and I'm going to put this. This was part of the party. It was one of the props, and I just need to pull up this glue. I already did another one in here. Half the paper tore up, and it's all good. Hey, just like that. So I'm just going to glue this onto here, just like that. That's going to be the inside cover. I'm going to keep it really simple. I still need to make some flowers, but that's okay. The back cover. Back cover is going to be a piece of gold, and it's going to be hexagons. So this is all I do. I cut out a bunch of hexagons out of the scrap pieces. I got these punches on Amazon. This is a 2-inch. It came with 2-inch, I think 1.5 and a half, or a 1. Maybe this one. I decided to use the biggest one, cut out as many. I started just cutting them out, and all I'm going to do is layer them here. Now, when I do it, the trick. Ooh, that glare, I'm so sorry. So when you do it, you got to put it around all the edges, of course. You got to leave a little space in between. So you do that one, but then the next one, when you do it, you have a space. So you see that little itty bitty space in between. Do you see that? I just left a little space. And you're just going to keep going and adding different papers all around, covering the whole thing. I love this effect. There was a scrapbooker that did it all the time. She hasn't made videos in a long time, but I still love it. I still do it all the time. And it's just easy and it's so effective, and I just love the way it looks. And it gives you a chance to use a bunch of scraps. That's always a plus in my book. All right, let's see. So many pieces. Let's do this one right here. All right, let me get some more done. Okay, so I filled it all in. Looks like this. Doesn't that look so cool? So you can see the edges. I need to trim all them off. I just finished, so I was kind of waiting for them to dry. So I'm just going to go and cut all these edges off. And then I'm going to have a really cool completed background for the back of the book. Just gives it a little something. I love this technique. Okay. 2 sides down. And when it comes to doing like the little pieces, I cut like partial pieces. paper. I'll cut a whole hexagon. Unless I can use it in 2 spots. And then, yeah. Almost there. All right, and there we are. The completed back cover to my best friend's album. My one little deciding cuddle. Doesn't that look amazing? I just think it's so cute. Okay, so I'm gonna glue this baby on. Alrighty, and then that is really all of the construction of the book. Now I'm gonna have to go through and put sticky notes off over everybody's faces. So I'll try to do that and then do a complete walkthrough of the completed album. And we can call this one done. Then we can move on to Halloween with Frank Garcia paper. Ooh, I'm so excited. Frank Garcia paper is amazing. Frank Garcia by Prima Luna is one of the ones I got for Halloween, and I also got a Doodlebug paper for Halloween, the Something Monsters. So I got 2 papers for Halloween. I have no kids at trick or treat, so I'll probably be selling those little albums. They're not going to be ginormous, but they are going to be substantial because I have quite a bit of stuff. So that'll be next, I think. Okay, so that's the finished back of the paper or book. We have the side, and this is front. And this is a really chunky book now. It's not going anywhere. It's pretty. And then once she puts cards in there, it's going to be really good. So, all right, well, that's it. Let me finish up a couple things. And then I will put sticky notes over all the faces and show you guys the finished 100% project. All right. Thanks for watching, you guys. Have a great night. Please don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel. I'm having such a good time. Just hoping everybody likes my videos as well. Thanks. Take care. Bye.